Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? If you guys could hear me all right, feel free to let me know. And I welcome you guys to another Wellness Wednesday Solutions live stream. This is a place for all of us to have open discussions about wellness when it comes to wellness for the body, for the heart, for the mind, especially when it comes to our relationships too. So I welcome you guys to another live stream also, especially for those who are watching this live and for those who are watching a replay too. So give me a second for just catch myself for a bit. But okay, I just had to pause my mic for a second too. So when it comes to that, and just like when it comes to just, with the energy of things too, just like when it comes to with this live stream also, it's just really good to see you guys also. And just like when it comes to just how you guys practice wellness, wellness for the heart, for the body, for the heart, for the mind too. And if you guys want to just talk about, certain things too, just like when it comes to what's in your heart, what's in your mind, what you just want to express. So, much love to all you guys who are here. For those who are watching this live and watching the replay too, it's good to see you guys. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are just taking care of yourselves and taking care of yourselves in a very powerful ways too. So when it comes to that, taking care of yourselves, sometimes you might just want to do this.
Throw down.
Yeah, just want to throw down in the gym. So when it comes to
Throw down.
just throwing down in the gym, I mean, I don't blame you for doing that. Sometimes we have to just really, get something off our chest too when it comes to, any kind of stored energy that's just, that's embedded in our hearts, in our minds, especially if we're thinking about certain things. And kind of like, again, too, if you just want to
Throw down.
with certain people. So when it comes to that, I don't blame you for just like, looking at, I mean, feeling like, if you just want to just, give someone kind of like the Hulk treatment and looking at them kind of like,
puny god.
kind of like that. So puny god on too. So when it comes to that, or if you just want to, like sometimes like when it comes to, having, feeling the energy in the air and just like when it comes to dealing with a whole bunch of shit in our lives too. Sometimes you just want to say this too. And kind of like in a way too that someone gives a shit or someone's doing some really, really dumb shit too. Kind of like this.
God, you are a fucking moron.
Yes, indeed. So sometimes we kind of like have those kind of thoughts in our head too. And it's understandable. We're human, we have feelings when it comes to anger, and all sorts of emotions too. You can't deny that. We're emotional beings, whether you're a man, if you're a woman. And it's like when it comes to that also, it's really good to just really realizing that from a healthy space. So if you guys are really enjoying what I'm sharing too, especially for those who are watching this live and for those who are watching it replay, feel free to also to
Smash
the like button too. So if you guys are ever just liking what I'm talking about when it comes to sharing wellness for the heart, for the body, for the heart, for the mind too, and especially in our relationships, feel free to
smash
the like button, give it a like, share with your friends, all that good stuff too. When it comes to just really showing support when it comes to with your boy too. So when it comes to that, I really do appreciate it. Any kind of support too, whether it's liking the live stream, share with your friends, all that beautiful stuff too. So when it comes to that, feel free to do that too. And just like, when it comes to this too, I'm just gonna really acknowledge this also. I gotta make sure I, watch my
language.
just, in these YouTube streets. Because you never know who's watching. So when it comes to that, sometimes if I have a fit of anger or just when it comes to that, sometimes I feel probably like kind of like what the hell? And kind of like feeling gangster too. So it's kind of like
What are you did?
Like do it, motherfucker. So it's kind of like that, or even maybe sometimes you want to be lovable. Sometimes you just want to be kind of like you may feel like
Sound like a porno star.
stuff like that. So when it comes to that, much love to all you guys who are watching this live, and for those who are watching the replay too. So I really do appreciate you, who you are as human beings. So let's get down to it when it comes to just like when it comes to this live stream. And you guys are more than welcome to, if you guys want like a message for today, or if you guys ever just want to just say hello, if you want a message for today, a message from spirit, relationship question, current event question, or if you just want to just take the time for yourself to just really just to really meditate too, and just really get being present with yourself too, just like when it comes to bringing clarity towards any places that really need it. So if that suits you, wherever that floats your boat, basically too, when it comes to this live stream, you're more than welcome to share it also. And just like when it comes to these these live streams also, it's just like a place for all of us too, especially for those who love to practice self-care. So when it comes to practicing self-care in our own unique way, when you're a man who loves to work out in the gym, loves to practice martial arts, or loves to read a book, or just loves to play their favorite video game just to unwind and to learn at the same time, or if it's just like a woman too who just loves to read, who loves to get the nails done, who loves to get their hair done, or just like if they don't like to do that too, they like to do other things too. When it comes to self-care, so when it comes to that too, this is a place for both examples also, for those who love to practice self-care and wellness in your own unique way too, especially when it comes to with wellness, and how you just can really just practice that is totally up to you, and it's your right to do so. So when it comes to that, shit, especially in these YouTube streets, I mean, sometimes, and this live stream could be really short because you never know. People are busy, gotta go to sleep, gotta go to work, but if you guys are enjoying this, watching a replay too, and just I really do appreciate you guys too. Just really let you guys know about that. So just want to share the screen for a bit too, especially let me see if I could zoom in on this real quick too, if you guys could see it. So zoom in here. Let me see if I could zoom in one more time. So there we go. Let me see if you guys could see that okay. So like when it comes to the planets too, what's going on, in the planets right now too, especially, there's a lot of stuff happening. I know if you guys are not into astrology, I mean, when it comes to just with the charts and all that, yeah, with the, daily natal chart, or for your own natal chart too, I totally get it. Just like when it comes to, with astrology, it could be a hit or miss. It could be like, oh, this is interesting. Or if it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So it's like, hey, it is what it is too. So if you guys do like astrology, that's totally cool. If you guys don't, that's fine with me too. I mean, it's just like if you don't want to listen, that's totally within your right. But if you guys do want to listen too, that is cool too. So when it comes to astrology, let me see if I could zoom in real quick. Zoom in. There we go. Let me see if I could put it on the big ass screen here. So when it comes to that, with astrology, a lot of crazy. I mean, I say crazy energy, but just like a lot of energy that's happening right now too, especially when it comes to astrology. I mean, Mercury and still is in retrograde too, and the moon is kind of like having some intense energy stored within it too. Just like when it comes to viewing the chart, it could probably look totally different when it comes to just in your area too. When it comes to the natal charts, the daily natal charts too. So when it comes to that, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's just happening too, especially in our society and pop culture, and especially in our relationships too. I mean, sometimes when it comes to just really sensing what's going on, you probably, I don't know if you guys feel this too, but there's probably some funkiness in the air too, if that makes sense. So when it comes to that, I mean, when it comes whew, when it comes to dang, now I'm losing my, when it comes to what's in the air too, if you guys are feeling that also, when it comes to the natal charts also, just really sensing that too, if you want to share anything that stands out for you or anything else, you're more than welcome to do so. And hello, Melinda. Good to see you. What's good? What's good? Thank you for being here too. Much love to you. Hopefully, you are doing well and everything else too. So, thank you for being here, Melinda, and especially for those who are, taking the time to watching this live, and for those who are watching a replay too. I really do appreciate you guys too. So, when it comes to that, I really do appreciate you for being here, Melinda, and hopefully you are doing well. And I was just explaining about what's happening right now too when it comes to the natal charts, and I'm just asking you guys if you guys are noticing any kind of anything that stands out when it comes to with your own life, or just like things are happening in general too when it comes to in your communities and with pop culture or anything else or something spiritual, or especially when it comes from with you from within too with yourself. So if you want to share anything for especially for those who are watching this live too, especially for those who are watching a replay, you're more than welcome to share too. I know sometimes, with me talking and flapping my guns, it's kind of like, it sounds like I'm not into it, but I really am passionate about when it comes to just with wellness and just, building a community, connecting with people and gaming and all that stuff too. But, with these live streams, this is not about me. This is for you guys too, to just really take in, to just really, have an open discussion about. So even if you're watching this live and watching a replay too, it's just like, it's probably, I'm not sure if you guys are feeling this too. There's probably something funky in the air too. And it's probably, noticing that, when it comes to just, what's happening in our society right now too, especially, in pop culture and in our relationships, something's up. There's some funkiness in the air too. You just can't quite put the word to it, but it's there. If that makes any sense. So you're doing good. That's cool. Good stuff, Melinda. Awesome. Glad you're doing well, my friend. So if you ever want like a message, Melinda, if you ever want like a message, when it comes to like a spiritual message for today, if you are curious about anything that's in your heart, what's in your mind when it comes to with your relationships or career stuff or any kind of goals that you want to set for yourself too, you're more than welcome to post your questions in the chat, and send those to anyone who is watching this live too. So yes, indeed. Good to see everyone in the chat too. Even for those who are just if it's a few people, it's all good. It's for me, it's just as a content creator, it's not about the viewers and the numbers. It's for the people too. So I definitely do care about my audience, whether it's one person watching this, or two, or three, 4, 5, 10, 100,000, you name it. It's all good. So if I connect with one person, like that's or just like with maybe two, that's totally cool. So I am when it comes to me being like a content creator, especially on this platform, I'm totally chill and I'd say nonchalant, but I'm very totally chill about, when it comes to just, how many views I get, or just like when it comes to engagement with live streams and all that too. So definitely it's all about you guys too. For those who love self-care, wellness, relationships, pop culture, all that beautiful stuff too, current events. So it's all good. I love you guys. Yeah, Melinda says the day before the full moon and the night of, when I lay down, my mind was sparkling everywhere like a circuit board, like electro drums. Oh, that's interesting. So your mind was kind of like you know, like a circuit board, electrical jumps from place to place. That's interesting. So it's kind of like, you basically lit up the room, or you're just, like, I say, lit up, if that's, that makes sense to you. So that's pretty powerful that you sense that too. So that's powerful, Melinda. Hey, Anita, good to see you. And yeah, you could take personal questions. So if you want to post your personal questions, Anita, you're more than welcome to do so. So, and it's good to see you too, for anyone who is just watching this live, and for those who are watching the replay too. So when it comes to that, I'm just taking personal questions first, but if you guys ever want to post them too, feel free to post your questions, in the chat too. So if it's, something related to, spirituality, relationships, or any kind of goals that you want to set for yourself too, feel free to, post your questions. But with my limit too, I just don't do legal and medical. So because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer too. So this is when it comes to that. And it says too in the banner also. Just, FYI for future reference. But yeah, you could definitely post your personal questions if you ever want to also. And I'll pull some cards for you, Anita. Or for anyone who's watching this too, shoot. So I'm here for you guys, honestly. I'm just, not just sitting here flexing my muscles and all that too. So, so it's all good. I love you guys. And she says, "Oh my goodness, it was wild and wonderful." Yeah, that's powerful. You got that kind of, experience too when it comes to before the full moon. Maybe you sense some energies about the full moon that kind of came to you in a way. So that's pretty powerful, Melinda. I think you're very just, connected with nature too in a very powerful way. So that's dope. That is really dope. Right? That's awesome. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. What's good? What's good? Good to see you. So hopefully you are enjoying your day and having an awesome day as well too. So thank you for being here, guys. I really do appreciate you guys too. So gotta get the kid out. Okay, if you gotta do your mama duties, that's cool. It's all good. No worries. So it's all good. So if anyone else, what's the question? Looks like I'm missing something really cool. Well, I just barely started, Michelle, so you're good. I mean, I was just talking about when it comes to, just, like feeling the energy in the air. And I'm just sharing, like, if you guys ever feel like something's funky in the air and it's just like you can't put your word to it. And it's just like if you're going through any kind of challenges, right now too, since, Mercury's still in retrograde and the moon is kind of have all these energies inside it too. So if you want to share anything about that or just like anything in general too, when it comes to astrology or with anything also spiritually or just like when it comes to pop culture also, feel free to share. So Anita says, "I'm having a hard time right now. I'm only babysitting. I'm wondering if I should like babysitting jobs." Okay, Anita, I got you. I'm having a hard time right now. I'm only babysitting once a week now. Wondering if I should reach out and find babysitting jobs. Gotcha. Okay, Belinda, I'll definitely read on it too. So, Anita, seems like you want to just, explore your options when it comes to with babysitting jobs too. I feel like this is like a really passionate, I say like a career for you too. So when it comes to that, so I'll pull some cards for you just to help you bring some clarity. And when I pull the cards for you, Anita, you're more than welcome to just really share any feelings and thoughts that you have too. Just like when it comes to that. So let me see if I can pull for you, Anita. If I should. But when it comes to your question, it really comes down to, your decision too. So just really trusting your gut feeling when it comes to your heart and your mind and just really, going with the flow too when it comes to the babysitting jobs also. So let me see if I can pull for you, Anita. Let's see. Anita. Anita, let's see what we have for you. The retrogrades kicked your butt too, Michelle. I feel you on that. I feel like a lot of people, the retrograde is kicking their ass in so many ways too, especially from different other people too. It's crazy out there, So let's see. Anita. Let's see what we have. So Anita, what's the second card for you? All right, third card. I'm gonna pull one more card for you. I'm gonna share what I have also. And when I pull my last card and share what I have for you, feel free to comment if any of these messages resonate with you too, Anita. Oop. So when it comes to that, let's see, shuffle it again. Action cards. I should take action with this question. Yeah, it definitely had an eclipse. So it wasn't a typical full moon too. So there was a lot of energy there too. You're definitely right about that, Michelle. Definitely, it was intense. I mean, I felt that too in ways. Yeah, me too, Michelle. I'm looking forward to it also. I think it's probably like in June or something, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely. So Anita, I guess you take action with this message. Okay, Anita, I got 3 cards for you, and let me see if I could put myself back on the screen. There you go. So I got 3 cards for you for your question, and feel free to comment below. Comment if any of these messages resonate with you too. Whether you're watching this live, you want to post it in your chat. When it comes to the messages that I have for you, or if you're watching this on the replay too, you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts too about the messages too. When it comes to your career question, when it comes to reaching out for more online babysitting jobs too. And just like when it comes to awakening, so when it comes to this message, let me see if I could put the question out so you can see the card better. So when it comes to awaken, so it's kind of like awaken to another possibility. So when it comes to finding another babysitting job, also it's just really recognizing that there's a possibility of just really finding the right kind of babysitting job that can really just pay well for you too, and especially when it comes to spiritually also when it comes to with the skills that you have to, just like when it comes to who you are as a person. I just really feel this nurturing nature about you, but also when it comes to just supporting yourself, also just really recognizing that there's going to be another possibility for you to just really find another babysitting job that can really just pay well for you too, and to really help you support you financially, if that makes sense to you too. It's like when it comes to this message, and it's like looking to another possibility. It's just a really beautiful message for you to just really recognizing that there's always another possibility that's when it comes to I don't know what's the word to say too, like another opportunity arises too when it comes to this message, basically just like when it from for you, Anita. And just like when it comes to just like with a second card that I have for you also is all about cycles. So when it comes to cycles, and cycles is like each season, just like when it comes to just like with changes, and just like for you also, it's just to really when it comes to making those changes for yourself, also when it comes to just finding that right kind of job, also if you have to like just like go to another location, or if you have to make changes for yourself also when it comes to just like when it comes to the jobs that you're looking for, just really taking that to heart also when it comes to this divine feminine message too, when it comes to cycles. And cycles is all about changes too, changes within yourself, especially to where you can just really making those changes for the better. So if you're I'm just saying this too, I'm no expert, so it's when it comes to just looking for the right kind of job, also just really making those changes within you too, especially when it comes to you know anything that's just you need to work on within you too, or just like when it comes to in general also, if you need to look at for another location, if you just need to just make some powerful changes within yourself too, especially when it comes to looking for that opportunity that arises for you to also when it comes to this message, just basically just making some healthy changes for yourself also, and really just doing that in the ways that just really feels right to you, and it really just suits your your career goals when it comes to this message. And just really when it comes to just what the last message that I have for you is all about play. So when it comes to the babysitting job, also when it comes to play, just really, taking action to just really, looking for the right kind of babysitting job that really just feels right for you. Because, when it comes to babysitting and, just watching kids and just like when it comes to that too, kids love to play, in so many ways too. Not like in the ways that Loki does too with the, Thor's brother, but basically when it comes to this message for you, Anita, it's just like to really just, taking the time for yourself to take action to just really, play around to just really to explore your options when it comes to finding the right kind of babysitting job that just pays well, but also it just really, it helps you to really just, I say it pays well, but also it just really helps you to really just be there for, when it comes to the kids, any kids that you're babysitting. So when it comes to, bringing that play towards, your career, when it comes to your babysitting jobs, also that pays well, it's just really, exploring those kind of options, just playing around with it, just exploring and looking, and just really, eventually if that, you find that right kind of babysitting job, it's just really, playing around, playing around to just exploring your options until what that you find one that just really suits you best also. So especially when it comes to babysitting also, just really bringing that playful kind of energy towards, to who you're babysitting with also. So if your kids love to read, if they love to watch, TV, watch your favorite cartoons or anime, or just like their favorite video games too, from a healthy space also. If the parents are cool with it, etc. Just really bringing that, playful energy towards your any kind of your jobs that, that are that you're looking for also. And so if any of these messages, resonate with you too, Anita, when it comes to your career message, feel free to comment below too at any time, especially when it comes to these three messages too. So I'll share these again one more time. So when it comes to awakening, so it's just really awakening to another possibility, or just you finding the right kind of, babysitting job that really pays well, especially when it comes to who you are spiritually as a person too, as a human being, just truly, you know, awaken to another possibility to for you to just be of service and just really be of service in ways that just presents an opportunity for you to just really not only to help someone to but when it comes to babysitting, but also to just get paid for it too, be compensated. So and just really taking the time for yourself to just really making some changes too within you too when it comes to this message right here too, and just really doing that from a very powerful space and doing your own way too. And just like when it comes to taking action to just really not only exploring when it comes to finding the right kind of babysitting job, but also bring that kind of playful energy towards any kids that you're babysitting with. So when it comes to bringing that fun towards your babysitting job, also when it comes to working with kids, whether it's just like with their homework, with their hobbies too, if they love to color, if they love to write, if they love to play their favorite video games, etc. too, just really bringing that playful energy too, that can really help you too when it comes to find the right kind of babysitting job. And you will probably get rewarded too, be compensated too for all the hard work you put in. So if any of these messages resonate with you too, Anita, too, and hopefully that I helped you out too when it comes to these messages. Much love to you, my friend. So all I can say to you is you got this too. So when it comes to finding the right kind of job for you also when it comes to these messages, and much love to you. So let me see what she's saying too. She says, thank you. I'm 60. I'm old and have raised 6 kids and babysit my grandkids right now, but they are going to. Oh, okay. I get there. I get it. Gotcha. So you got 6 kids and babysit. Oh, that's beautiful. Babysit my grandkids right now. Okay, salute to you. To all the. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Now Siri came on.
Okay, I found this on the web for my grandkids.
Sorry, that was Siri. When I said something, it must have popped up. But I was going to say to you, Anita, and sorry if you heard my computer's AI voice, But it's basically, salute to you to all the hardworking nanas out there too, especially grandparents who babysit their kids, their own kids, and doing your best to just be there for their families also. So I salute you, Anita, and to anyone who does that also too, from the bottom of my heart also, because I know a lot of nanas who are kick-ass people too. My mom was one of them, so I salute you, Anita, for on the real. So yes, indeed. Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully, those messages I pulled for you are very helpful. I mean, I just pulled just connecting with the universe and just go with the flow, basically, without even thinking it sometimes. So hopefully that was helpful for you too, Anita. And much love to you also. So let's see. What's up, Maxie? Good to see you. What's good, my friend? What's up, Cecily? She says, I've been feeling the same way energy wise. I'm totally thrown off. I know this will pass and wishing you all comfort. Yeah, there's something funky in the air too. I mean, my heart goes out to you, Cecily, and to anyone too who's just, feeling that kind of funkiness lately too. It's kind of like in a Mercury retrograde and all that too. So when it comes to like with the charts, I mean, there's a lot of funky. I mean, this I say funky energy. It's like a lot of going on too. So it's kind of like we had a full moon, and we had an eclipse, and it's just like oh man, it's a lot of crazy stuff happening too. And I totally feel you too, because I feel it also. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything and not trying to feed you any kind of like BS. I'm just keeping it real, keep it a buck. I mean, I'm feeling it too in certain ways too. And I'm just praying for and just showing support for my loved ones, my friends, family who are going through it too. So much love to you guys. And again, if you guys ever want a message to, like if you want like a card or if you want a specific general reading or anything like that too, feel free to post your questions. And so much love to you, Anita. And Melinda, I'll pull some cards for you too when it comes to what you sense to, when it comes to, let me see if I could find it. Let's see. Yes, indeed. So I'll pull some cards for Melinda too. So let me see if I can reshuffle again. When it comes to what you experienced before the full moon, it's important to be prepared for this too. Spiritual maintenance is a must. So yeah, exactly. That's a good advice to remember. I want to highlight that too. Oh, that's good stuff there. Um, Cecily. Oh, sorry to smack your lips like that. Like, so sorry about that. I know that's kind of attractive and shit, but as a habit. But yeah. Oh yeah, definitely it was a strawberry moon. So definitely. So let's see. Melinda, what did she sense from before the full moon? What is she? Let's see. Relax your shoulders. Connect with what did Melinda sense before the Mm-hmm. Definitely awareness too, Melinda. That's for sure. Definitely that. Definitely that. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see next. Shit. Let's see. I wonder what this is from within her. Hey, Teresa, good to see you, my friend. Hopefully, you are enjoying your day and everything else. Hope you are just, having an awesome evening wherever you are too. So much love to you also, Teresa K, and everyone else in the chat too. So thank you guys for being here too. So let's see here. Oh wow. So let's see. How can she take action? This messages. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Let's see how this is. So, Melinda, when it comes to what you experience, before when it comes to before the full moon too, and I have 3 cards for you also, and feel free to let me know if this hits home for you also when it comes to these messages, if it resonates with you in any sort of way. So, when it comes to what you experience too with the full moon, also, I feel like you are just really, not being afraid to be who you are. Also, when it comes to this message, let me see if I could pull this. Hold up. Wait, where is that? There you go. With that question too. So when it comes to courage, I mean, it was just like when it comes to what you just sensed to before the full moon. Also, I feel like you just really in your power also, and it's just like when it comes to who you are as a person also, and just like when it comes to what you just sensed also, it's just like I feel like you be really are connecting with your higher self, and you're not afraid to show it too. So when it comes to courage, I mean, you're just being very courageous, being who you are. Also connecting with nature and just like being your truth. Also, just like when it comes to this message, and just really feeling that before too. Just like when it comes to with your question before as well. When it comes to what you sensed to before the full moon, and just like feeling like you just have this kind of like energy, like you're just like lighting up the whole place too. And it kind of like this too. It's kind of like with her. She's, like in the mountain clothes, but she's usually has her arms up from both sides. So it's kind of like you're just kind of like that energy magnet per se too. And just like you're not being afraid of who you are when it comes to this message, Belinda, and just really feeling free to just really do that in your own way too. Especially when it comes to this message. And it's not only this is my favorite card because the person on this card is gorgeous. So is saying this as a man too. So when it comes to that, so but again too, Melinda, you're not being afraid of being who you are. Also, when it comes to with your courage as well, and just like when it comes, oh, dang, these cards keep slipping. And just like when it comes to the second message, just really not don't be afraid of being who you are. Also, with every part of yourself too. Just like when it comes to this message, I know this is probably most least unpleasant too from the other one. But when it comes to this deep, powerful message here, it's just like continue to be who you are. Also, even if it's like the most even the difficult parts. Also, when it comes to with authenticity, just really being real and just being who you are. Also, just like when it comes to who you are as a person, as a human being, as a spiritual person, etc. as well. So when it comes to authenticity, just really being real and honest to who you are as a person too from within. Even if it's just like, when it comes to any kind of boundaries you set, when it comes to with other people, or just like in general also. Because sometimes with authenticity, you just gotta keep it real, keep it a buck. It's just like, sometimes you just want to say, hey, I'm not down with that shit today. Or just like say like, hey, I'm totally cool with it. Just really being real and honest with yourself too, just like when it comes to this message. And just really don't be afraid to express that from within is basically what this card really means too when it comes to this message. And just really taking action to just really, taking action to do that with your word, with your actions too, in very powerful ways too. So when it comes to Thor, and no, he's not naked, he's wearing a cloth. So it's really, saying that too. So he has that kind of cape too, like in the Marvel comics. So when it comes to taking action to just really, uh, to being who you are as a person as well, just don't be afraid of being who you are when it comes to the previous cards that I have for you, Melinda, and just really taking action with that express that with your actions. How you want to just express being who you are as a person, as a woman, and just really taking action with that also. Just like when it comes to this message for you too. So when it comes to taking action with that, especially when it comes to Thor as well, all muscly and stuff with Mjolnir. So when it comes to this message too, with this, hunkish card too, for any ladies who are liking this image too. I mean, Thor is one of my favorite characters from Marvel, but also in Norse mythology too. It's just like when it comes to taking action to just really don't be to expressing that also being your courage, and just really not being afraid of being who you are and just really expressing that with your actions is basically what these cards really mean to all together too for you, Melinda. Just like when it comes to these messages. So again too, so if any of these messages resonate with you too, Melinda, especially when it comes to, what you sense to before the full moon also, the strawberry moon too per se. So when it comes to the first message, just really, you're really just, connected to your truth and your power, and you're just being very courageous. And there's nothing wrong with that too. And continue to be doing that in your own way too, being courageous and showing that courage, to who you are as a person, as a woman, etc. And just like, don't be afraid to really just express your authenticity. Just really, being always be real and just being honest to who you are as a person too. So when it comes to this message, just really, when it comes to authenticity, have the courage to be who you are and just really continue to do that from within. When it comes to this message, and just really expressing that also with that authenticity with your actions too. So when it comes to with your actions and just really taking actions, just really expect, to not be afraid of being who you are also when it comes to, as a woman, as a person, and just really expressing that with your actions also. If you have to, go Thor on someone too. So I'm not trying to, promote violence too. So when it comes to that, but when it comes to this message also, just really, don't be afraid of being who you are and just really expressing that with your actions is basically what these cards are saying too for you, Melinda. So if any of these messages resonate with you too, Melinda, and even for those who are watching this also, you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts in chat too, or for those who are watching the replay. So let me see what people are sharing in the chat. I see a whole bunch of, you know, you know, stuff. So let's see. Oh man, let's see. It's just Michelle says Jay is out here showing off his guns. Why are you two pointing out my guns all of a sudden, Michelle? Yes, I am. I ain't showing off my guns, but I'm glad you noticed them, I guess. It's all good, Michelle. It's all good. I'm just looking at the chat right now. I was just, in the flow of things. So let's see what Melinda is sharing. As I'm hugging you, I'm getting one back. Huh. Cool. No fear. I'm just me. Yeah, exactly. This is basically what these cards are saying for you too, what you experience. So you're just being you, and don't be afraid to express that with your actions too. So definitely, yeah, good stuff there. He looks like he just. Oh my gosh, are you talking about this card, Melinda? If so, I think you probably, scarred your sister for life. Oh shit. Hopefully you're talking about the Thor card. Oh shit. Oh man, much love to you, Melinda. Hopefully those cards, really resonated with you. Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about? Okay. So yeah, definitely. I mean, cool. This is a cool picture, I'm not gonna lie. The artwork is really, really awesome here too, especially with Thor. So it's really cool. Cool stuff. So much love to you, Melinda. Yeah, let me see what Cecily has too. So let's see here. Can you pull for me, please, in regards to my personal? Yeah, I got you for your personal growth. I got you, Cecily. I'll pull for you too. So let me reshuffle these cards, and I'll pull for you, Cecily. I got you. Sure. Whew. Let's see here. Let's see, Cecily. Oh, you're welcome, Melinda. Anytime. Anytime. So definitely. Likewise, right back at you, Melinda. Much love. It's all good. It's all good. So, Cecily, any message for her when it comes to her personal growth? Just relax to it. Just go with the flow. Let's see. Oh no, you killed a spider. Oh no. Hope it didn't bit you, because if you got that spider got you, you might have some spider powers. You'd probably be like Spider-Man, Spider-Woman per se. You might have some Peter Parker powers or something if that spider got you, Michelle. So let's see, Cecily. Here's personal growth. Spider-Woman, yeah, exactly. You never know. Peter Parker got bit by a spider, and look at him. He's one of the most powerful and popular characters in pop culture history. Spider-Man got his video games and movies and cartoon shows, TV. Oh, I don't know about TV. Yeah, TV show, cartoons. Yeah, so action figures. Shoot, you might make a killing with that if you just franchise it. Spider-Woman. So she was Spider-Woman per se. It could be called Spider-Woman. You got the web shooters, you make your own web cartridges, you got your own costumes, you team up with the other spider people. I mean, hey, just let Marvel do the franchising and you got something else. So there. Spider-Woman, so you can protect your kids, just gotta watch for the identity, Look out for, Scorpion, the Lizard, Venom, Carnage, Craven, Rhino, Juggernaut, all the crazy people too. So in the Marvel universe. So right. Your kids out here climbing the walls. Yeah, your kids are probably spider kids too. There we go. Like Miles Morales and all that. That's cool. All right. So Cecily, let's see what we have. Okay. Interesting. Action cards. Let's see what they. Here you go. Let's see the action card for Cecily. Let's see here. What else should we tell her to take action with this? Let's see here. Action. Let's go. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. See, okay. So Cecily, I got 3 cards for you also when it comes to your personal growth also, where you can take for that as well. And you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts about these messages too at any time. So whether I know you're watching this live, but if you ever watched a replay of this live stream too, you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts, too, in this live stream. So, but the first message that I have for you, Cecily, is all about listening. So when it comes to just with listening, also when it comes to this message for you, Cecily. It's just like to really just listen to yourself also when it comes to, with any kind of spiritual goals that you have for yourself too, especially in general also, just when it comes to listening to yourself. And just like when it comes to listening, it really just provided us some really just profound, clarity too, once we just listen from a healthy space too. So when it comes to listening to yourself, when it comes to with your heart, with your mind, with your body, with your intuitive senses, also just really taking the time for yourself to just really listen to that also, and just really doing that from a healthy space too, especially when it comes to who you are as a person as well, especially for your personal growth too, for your own personal spiritual growth too, just really listening to from within, and just really doing that from a healthy space to really just to help you to provide that kind of profound kind of clarity for yourself too, just like when it comes to this message. And just like just like to help you to listen also is just really making a plan of some sorts too, just like when it comes to this message right here as well. So when it comes to strategy is all about making a plan of some sort. So when it comes to just listening to that, also when it comes to the message before too, with this message for you, Cecily, just really, making a plan of some sorts too for your personal spiritual growth is a really powerful way to just really, to put some stuff down, also making some plans, some goals for yourself. So whatever that may be too. And the owl right here too represents wisdom. So you have a lot of wisdom about yourself too, Cecily, in so many ways too. Not just because I know you personally, but just like who you are as a person. You have a lot of wisdom about you. So when it comes to strategy, just really making a plan of some sort too, to just really, if you need to write stuff down, if you want to just make some notes for yourself too, when it comes to your personal growth, also when it comes to this message right here with strategy, just really doing that from within too, to really just making those kind of goals and plans for yourself for your personal spiritual growth also. And just like when it comes to that also, how can really just help you to take action when it comes to making those plans for yourself also. It's just really asking for your guides and your ancestors for protection. So when it comes to with protection too, with Anubis, because Anubis is the Egyptian god too of protection, it's just like really asking your ancestors, and just like when it comes to with protection also, and just really doing that from a healthy space too, is just to really asking for protection too with your ancestors, with anyone that you connect with from source consciousness too, and just really doing that from a healthy space to help you to protect yourself from anything or anyone that's just is going to distract you or is going to harm you in so many ways too. So to really help you to take action to just really protect yourself too, especially when it comes to your heart, to your mind, also just to help you to just asking for protection, if it's with your ancestors, with your guides, whoever that you believe in too, when it comes to your own personal spiritual journey too, just really asking protection from a healthy space also, and just or even just taking action to do that in your own way too, when it comes to this message. So again, too, Cecily, if let me see if I can show these cards for you. If any of these messages resonate with you too, feel free to comment below too, or just comment in general if any of these messages resonate. So again, when it comes to listening, just really listening to yourself too, when it comes to your personal, growth too, your personal spiritual growth, and just really listening to your heart, to your mind also, and just really doing that from a healthy space also when it comes to this message. And just really, doing that for yourself to where you can just really listen to yourself if you're just when you're meditating, even if you're just reading a book or just, sitting with yourself too, wherever that floats your boat when it comes to anything that just helps you to listen to yourself. And just really, making a plan of some sorts too when it comes to your personal, spiritual growth too. And just like with the owl here too, we really represents wisdom, and just really, making a plan of some sorts too for your personal spiritual growth, and whatever goals that you want to set for your spiritual growth, also just really making a strategy of it too, because you got the knowledge to do so. It's just really, just really making a plan of some sorts, and just really, connecting with that from within. And just like, just to really help you to do that is just really asking for protection too with your guides, with your ancestors, and just really doing that from a healthy space to take action with that. So however you take action when it comes to your, you know, personal spiritual growth, just asking for your guides, your ancestors for protection, especially when it comes to this message right here too, just really doing that from a healthy space. And so that's what I have for you, Cecily, and hopefully those messages to resonate with you too. So many powerful ways too. Hey, JR, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. And hopefully you are doing well. And give me a second here. And let's see. There you go. So yes, indeed. Good to see you, JR. And Cecily says, listen, strategy, protection. I want you to write these words down. Really meditate on them. This was right on point. Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully these messages were helpful too, Cecily. So when it comes to just really listen, and just really, making a plan of some sort too from within. And just really asking for protection also when it comes to your guides. That can really good powerful stuff too. So when it comes to these messages too. And much love to you, Cecily. And hopefully hopefully you feel better also when it comes to your personal spiritual growth too, especially for anyone who's listening too. So when it comes to that, much love to you guys too, especially for those who are here to live and watch the replay. I think I'm going to share the messages for the collective. I'm going to probably wrap it up because I haven't ate dinner. Sometimes you haven't ate dinner yet and you want to just cook something, you probably want to feel like probably want to throw down too. So when it comes to that, sometimes if you feel like you're craving pasta, but your stomach rumbling, you kind of want to just like this.
I will throw down.
Ooh, just throw down. God damn it. So when it comes to that, I totally get it. If you're hungry, we just kind of have that attitude. We haven't ate a Snickers. You kind of feel like this.
Puny God.
Well, just puny got a lot of people. So yes. Oh my goodness, too. So yes, he's getting hangry. Ugh. So yes. Well, I'm probably gonna make some pasta, make a second batch too. So when it comes to that, making a second batch of pasta, I'm just gonna really make that real quick. So when it comes to that, but before I do that, I'm gonna share some awesome messages for the collective that we can all take for today, for this weekend too. Just like in general, also for this month and for this year too, just to help us to just really, bring some clarity towards ourselves too in very powerful ways. So when it comes to that, let me see what Michelle's sharing too. She says, I went to hook into getting one made, like one trying to find out more. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Good stuff, Michelle. That's awesome. Good stuff. Let's see what other people are sharing too. Let's see. She says, have you ever heard of the Ancestors deck? Like a deck made for you to help. Yeah, I heard of that deck too, Michelle. It looks cool. I don't know if I saved it in my list, but I definitely saw decks, that you mentioned too. So that's cool. Definitely. I heard of that deck before too. It looks awesome. And what's up, Kiva? Good to see you. Hopefully you and your mom, Marsha, are doing well. So thank you for being here too. I haven't forgot about you too. So much love to you, Kiva, and to anyone who is watching this live and watching the replay. So yes, getting hangry. So hold on a second. Hold up. Oh. So yes, hangry. Kind of like, like this too. You want to just
I will
like
throw down.
throw down. Go Broly. So sometimes when you're hangry, you kind of like feel like this too.
Puny God.
You got him. So when it comes to that, I totally get that. We're feeling hangry, instead of hungry. But with these powerful collective messages that I have for you guys, also you're more than welcome to just feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about these messages at any time also. And this all falls under fair use, so this is for educational and for entertainment purposes only. So you know, what happened to my mysterious gummies? Oh, there's this. Hold on. Hold on. You are psychic as hell, Michelle. You are psychic as hell, Michelle. Yes, and that's bars too. So I went to this store, right? And it's called Barry's Market. They got some really cool stuff there, all mostly organic too, from the gummy bears to the peanuts to the raisins, all that shit too. So I bought some gummy bears from you, right? And they're pretty damn good. I mean, just as the ones I usually buy at Amazon or at Sprouts too. So you are definitely fucking psychic as hell, Michelle. So that's a bar right there too. So you mentioned gummy bears, and that bag was just right around the corner, so I put it. So you are definitely psychic, Michelle. That's that intuitive senses Michelle has. You are definitely excellent, like your sister. So I just wanted to mention that too. Oh, thank you, Anita, too. Same goes to you also, and to anyone who is still listening and watching this live and watching the replay too. So Michelle is psychic. Just really want to clarify that too. So, oh my goodness, I almost got a bag of trail mix tonight, but I got a bag of sunflower seeds. Cool. Sunflower seeds are good. My mom calls them pollen seeds too. Like where she lived too in Santa Ana. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Sunflower seeds are good too. So is trail mix. Yes, isn't that funny? All right, Michelle just hit that too. So she's definitely psychic as hell. So yes, she is definitely hitting the spots on it. So cool, nice, nice, awesome. You like them in the salad too? So that's cool stuff. Cool stuff. So the messages I have for the collective also too that we can all take for today for this week too is just like when it comes to the first card I want to share with you guys also. It's just to really trust ourselves too. Just like when it comes to who we are as people too, as human beings, especially when it comes to our senses also, and just like in general also, just really trusting ourselves too, especially when it comes to trust, just really you know, being open to just really just trusting, and just like trusting yourself, trusting what you're feeling too, when it comes to your heart, when it comes to your mind, and especially in general too. And it's just like, when it comes to taking the time to just trusting too, and just really trusting yourself too, to just really how you feel, and just like when it comes to you with yourself also, just really can help you to just really, have that strong connection from within too. It's like when it comes to this message. And just like when it comes to the second message that I have for you guys, also, it's just like, just really appreciating that inner beauty that you have within you too. So just not only just trusting yourself, also too, when it comes to the first message, but also appreciating the most beautiful aspects of yourself too. Not and just like, when it comes to the physical, but also more than just the physical. It could be just like when it comes to the emotional, when it comes to the mental, and especially, and all the above too. So when it comes to appreciating the beautiful aspect of ourselves too, especially when it comes to this message, just really doing that from a healthy space. Also, when it comes to this message right here too, and just like to help you to take action with that is just not being afraid to just really get out of your comfort zone and just really kind of like when it comes to sacrifice, it's just like getting out of your I say getting out of your comfort zone to just really trusting your inner beauty also when it comes to this message, if it's like the most difficult thing you could do, or just like in general also too, just like when it comes to trusting yourself and appreciating your inner beauty also when it comes to the previous card, and just really taking action to just really getting outside your comfort zone and just really making that kind of sacrifice where you can just really it's just like ways that you just really stepping outside your comfort zone and just really expressing that with your actions too when it comes to appreciating your inner beauty that you have within you too. So if that makes sense to anyone who's just watching this live and watching the replay too. So let me see if I can hold on. I got it all mixed up. So when it comes to these messages for the collective today too, especially for anyone who is watching this live and watching the replay too, it's just like just really taking the time for yourself to just really, trust in yourself, to just really trusting what you're feeling when it comes to your heart, when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your body, especially in general, also when it comes to just with trust, and just really taking your time with that too, just to really trust, just to really connect with yourself too in a very powerful way, to just trusting what you're feeling, what you're sensing, and just really, doing that from a healthy space. And just really, taking the time for yourself to appreciate the most beautiful aspects of yourself too. If you're going through a hard time, if you're just, going through any kind of challenges, also when it comes to this message, just, taking the time for yourself to appreciate the inner beauty that you have within you too. Not just, with, the inner beauty, with beauty with the physical, but also with your heart and with your mind also. And just like with all the above too. So appreciate the most beautiful aspects of yourself too. If it's the physical, that's a good thing too. Just appreciating, your physical body, because our bodies help us move and go to places and express ourselves in a very powerful way. If you're a dancer, if you're adult film star or whatever, when it comes to however how you want to express yourself too, when it comes to with the physical beauty, but also when it comes to your inner beauty too, when it comes to who you are as a person, whether you're a man or if you're a woman too, and just really appreciating that from within too, especially when it comes to not only with your heart but also with your mind also too. So really appreciating the most beautiful aspects of yourself too, and just really doing that from a healthy space and putting your own spin to it. And just like don't be afraid to just really get outside your comfort zone to express that also, and just really getting out of your comfort zone to just really not only to make that sacrifice, to just really taking action to just really connect with your inner beauty, but also doing that from a healthy space also when it comes to this message right here. Kind of like the Spartan is just like I'm ready to just take action. I'm not afraid to express my inner beauty too, just like when it comes to who I am as a person, and just really doing that from a healthy space too. So if any of those messages resonate with you guys too, especially for those who are watching this live and watch the replay too, much love to all you guys too, and especially for those who are listening to this too, and just those I pull cards for, and just in general too. I love you guys too from the bottom of my heart, and I thank you guys for being here too, especially listening to me too. My voice did not crack one bit, so that's an accomplishment. And Michelle, you are psychic because you sent these gummies and you are on point. So these are some good ass gummies. These are the magical gummies that you're mentioning, and I got them right there. So good shit, Michelle. Good shit. And especially for anyone too who's just, Belinda and Cecily, Anita, Kiba, Teresa K, all you guys too. Much love to you guys as well. So thank you guys for being here too. So love you guys too. So, yeah, especially to my friends Lau, if you're listening to this too. Much love to you also, to anyone that I know personally, in person, online, social media, etc. Much love to you guys as well. Thank you for being who you are as human beings, whether you're a woman, if you're a man, if you're straight, if you're gay, if you're from the galaxy, if you're from Star Trek, if you're Mass Effect, Tekken. Yes, I'm saying all kind of stuff too, god damn it. So when it comes to that too, even if you're a wrestler too, if you love
I will throw down.
to throw down too, there's a place for you here too. So much love to you guys also too. So good night, good morning, good evening to anyone who is watching this too. And if you guys are open to just connect with me for another fun gaming live stream, I'm looking forward to connect with you guys too. I'm gonna make a post, a voting post for any kind of games that you want me to play. So feel free to look for that also, especially for the gaming lounge. That's coming on this Friday too. So I'm gonna make a post for any games that you want to see me play too, and just gonna go from there too. So when it comes to the games that I have for the PS5, I'm gonna let you guys vote for what you guys want to see for the gaming lounge open discussions, and we're just gonna have a fun time, playing the games that you voted for, and just have an open discussion about it too. So yes, Cindy. So go get your nudes. Yes, nudes. Yes, gotta have my nudes, yo. Yes, so gotta have my news. Sometimes I might feel like this.
Sound like a porno star.
I sound like a porno star, god damn it. So yes, in a respectful way. So I gotta have my nudes. Not saying that in the way too, that's disrespectful. So gotta have my nudes. Gotta cook them, make them, put some tomato, barbecue sauce in that shit too. So gotta watch my
Watch your language.
watch my goddamn language. God damn it. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. So much love to you guys too. I love you guys dearly too from the bottom of my heart. And I'm looking forward to connect with you guys on Friday too for another gaming lounge open discussion. And just let you guys vote for any kind of games that you want me to play and just have an awesome time. See me play that too, or you guys want to play with me too, or how that works too. We'll work something out. So, peace, much love, guys, and I'm looking forward to connect with you guys and maybe continue to practice self-care that not only benefit us, our loved ones, and our whole environment too. So if you guys ever want to collab with me, if you guys ever want to check out the links that I share too when it comes to astrology, wellness and everything else too. Even if you guys want to connect with me on social media, the links are in the description below too. If you guys ever want to reach out to me, collab, check out my social media, check out the astrology websites too, etc. too. So anyways, I'm about to go get my noodles, and I'm gonna, have some fun too. So later, and namaste. So yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let me end this. There we go.